today. We'll see.
Okay.
Is that allowed?
So, are you ready?
Yes, I guess it's ready.
Okay,
You're ready.
I'll tell you once it's going. Just give it one.
There's rainbows up there. That's a good sign. 3 rainbows. Wow.
All right, you're good to go.
We're on? Oh, no. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. We're 2 minutes early, so I think we'll give people until actually 11 to sign on. But meanwhile, whoever you are and wherever you are, we're glad to see you. We're broadcasting from Houston, Texas. So get yourself comfortable in a rising out of the ground kind of way. There are inexplicably a couple of rainbows reflected on our wall right now. I'm going to take that as a good sign for all of us. 3 rainbows. Maybe that means that some of you have rainbows inside and they're magically projecting on our wall. Thank you very much. All right then. Good morning, everyone. We are happy to be with you wherever you are, and we're broadcasting from Houston, Texas. I'm Anne, also Lama Rigdzen. This is Harvey, also Lama Namgyal Dorje, and we're the founders of Dawn Mountain, in case anyone is online who doesn't know that. And this is our regular Sunday 11 a.m. meditation broadcast, sometimes led by other students from our temple. So, a moment to reflect before we start our practice. And while we're reflecting together, just take it easy. Feel comfortable. Maybe take some joy in the fact that you have a certain amount of leisure, enough leisure and health and resources to take an hour out of your Sunday because you feel like it. So meditation practice actually addresses many things. Many people are particularly looking for relief from stress. There's a lot of stress in our environment. What does relief from stress come from? It actually has many sources, as stress itself does. There's a kind of physical relaxation that is helpful if we can allow it. And through that relaxation, a kind of ease of heart, which may mean that our hearts are a little more open to our own experience, good or bad, open to others around us, and connection with others, and connection with layers of our ocean beneath the violent waves that sometimes come on. Those two kinds of connection are really helpful in allowing us to feel more whole. And that is easeful. That is easing. That helps us feel what we call relaxed. Relaxation, in this sense, is a kind of ease which comes from not fighting parts of yourself, even though there are some that might not be optimal. We all have such parts. And not fighting others. Some people will be close friends, others won't, but when we're relaxed, we can have a certain degree of good-heartedness for everyone, whether they like us or whether they don't. And that is a huge freedom. And we don't have to convulse into spasms when people who don't like us, behave badly. We can protect ourselves, but we don't have to get as misbehaved as they are, which is stressful, actually. So we always start, as many of you know, by reflecting on and really imagining as we sing these 4 aspirations, what it might feel like. Allow your imagination. Imagination is a very important part of developing skills, actually. Imagine that when we sing, may all beings always have happiness and its causes. What would it be like to really feel like that? All beings, not just your buddies, even those people who vote differently from you, may they have happiness and its causes. I don't know about you, but even as I reflect what that could feel like, I feel a kind of relaxation. For me, it's in my diaphragm, maybe settling more into my belly. You might feel it in different ways. Whatever you feel is perfect. So we'll begin by singing this aspiration and feeling into it as much as possible. And then we'll do some quiet sitting with a little bit of guidance. And then there'll be more guidance as we shift our practice to sound and maybe light too. Okay. So take a moment to feel contact with your seat. That brings you right into the present moment, just like that. Letting go of whatever worries you brought with you, whatever may be waiting for you at the end of this hour, never mind. This hour is a complete oasis, complete freedom from all of those responsibilities. It's just you sensing contact with your cushion, which is happening right now in real time, undisturbed by anything else. And now alive in this present moment, making this aspiration. May all beings always have happiness and its causes. May all beings always be free of pain and its causes. May all beings always be pain-free and live happily. May no beings ever cling to those near nor spurn those far. For as long as space abides, as long as the world remains, just so long may I be there, resolving all beings' pain. And letting that sound melt away into space. Still feeling the contact with your cushion. Feeling your body supported by that cushion, that contact. Living organisms naturally like to settle. The body likes to settle, to feel held, to feel supported. And if you like, you can consider the tremendous support that actually does come from you, for you, right at this moment. Right at this moment, from the very center of the earth. The center of the earth is right beneath you, right now. It's directly beneath you. And everything supported by it is supporting you. When we say allow the earth to support you, your cushion or chair to support you, This is an invitation to see what occurs when you sense into that support. You might feel a natural allowing of a certain amount of relaxation around your hip area, your muscles that can relax because you are supported. And relaxing in that way, it becomes even easier to feel if you move a certain way, your sits bones actually making contact with your cushion. Feel that? And that contact through your sits bones sends a kind of message through the entire rest of your skeleton, especially the skeletal structure through the center of your body, lining it up just naturally. This is how our human bodies like to be, actually. Aligned, one rib supporting the rib above it. So again, your muscles don't have to do that. There's so much support in your skeletal structure. That's how we're built. I sometimes think of the image of a silk scarf draped over a hanger. You know, it's just draped. It's totally relaxed. It's easy and it's held. So we also sit like that, powerfully supported from the center of the earth. And what this means is, as we become more relaxed, we create an easier passageway for our own breath, life-bringing breath, flowing in more easily because your body is aligned, making a smooth, straight pathway for your breath. And just feel the usually very pleasant sensation of breath coming in, and you don't have to change anything. Sometimes some kind of self-consciousness comes in, especially if you're new to this. So just remind yourself, your body knows very well how to breathe. You don't have to do anything. Just open your inner eye and feel it. And feel it wherever you can feel it. You might feel it coming in through your nostrils. You probably feel it moving down your chest area, feeling your chest expand a little bit, your heart area expand a little bit. And know that any time you touch into such somatic or bodily experience, you are in the present right now. Because experience, bodily experience, is always in the present moment. It's the easiest way to get there. So let's spend a few minutes, each of us, attending gently to our breathing, feeling your attention resting on your breathing. So your attention follows your breathing, wherever you feel it, nose, chest, even in your relaxed belly, puffing out a bit from the energy of your breath. And just enjoy feeling whatever part of it you feel. Especially feel it coming in, all the sensations that are involved. Not telling yourself a story about them, but sensing. Letting words go, just sensing. So we'll sit together, sensing our breathing for a few minutes. And if you start to feel that in some way your attention is actually one with your breath, knowing and known are actually inseparable, that's all right. You can feel that. In any case, always come back to your breathing. Attending to your breathing, your mind goes elsewhere, bring it back. And as you relax more, you may find that it's easier and easier to feel that the energy of your breath actually goes down to your belly, fills your belly. And that helps us settle more deeply into the belly. One thing we like to do when we practice is to keep our practice fresh. And it can happen as we observe our breathing that we start to go a little dull. Can happen. Usually we are either a little too dull or a little too agitated, and we're always looking for balance. So we like to alternate sensing into our breathing with another kind of sensory sensing. And that is to sense into your own sound. And we use the sound hum, which is a stabilizing, centering sound. And we move in this way, so you're attending to your breathing. Perhaps feeling more and more unification of attention and the breath to which you attend. And with your next inhalation, let your breath carry your attention and kind of deposit your attention at your heart, in your heart area, in the center of your chest, not your physical heart. So with your attention there at the center of your heart, feeling that the sound you're about to sound, the sound of hum, is actually expanding vibrating, expanding from your chest. You can imagine that. And you will feel, most likely, vibrations from the sound that you make coming through your chest. It's kind of our echo chamber. So feel that sound going out, and just as we did with the breath, feel that your attention, your mind is just right there with that sound, sensing it, feeling it in your body, unified with sound. And see how that is. So we'll sound the sound hum. Until I give a signal with the bell. And we'll go back to just being with our breath. So with your next inhalation. And all of this is very relaxed. If there are any worries coming up, are you doing this right? Is it perfect? Let it go. If you feel your mind is with your breath, it's with your breath. Nobody's going to second guess you. Just enjoy whatever the experience brings you. Recognize, feel whatever it brings with you. So inhaling, letting your attention rest in your spacious heart area. And we usually do 2 hums on each exhale. So I can't hear you and you can hear me, but just do your own rhythm. I'll do my rhythm. Harvey will do his rhythm. You do your rhythm. Whatever feels right to you. Sensing all the different sensations that arise through breathing. Expansion, letting go, all of it. Remember that however this is for you, you're doing it right for you. Confidence. Just continue. And take a moment to let go even of your relaxation practice. And if you like, stay present with yourself. But, you can stretch, breathe differently, refresh yourself. Look at the sky if you can see the sky from where you are, or look out the window, look at a tree. We want to stay fresh as much as possible. Take a minute and do that. Book. Are people sending in names?
No, but I'll ask. And that way they can.
Okay. Okay. So we'll do another round. We'll start again with settling, feeling the contact with your cushion, feeling your sits bones, feeling your skeletal structure support you, letting yourself relax. It actually only takes a moment. It's good to touch into that, I find, at the beginning of a session. And this time when we come to I'll tell you when we get there. Okay. So we'll breathe and then we'll go to the hum. Feeling your mind uniting with sound. So sound fades into silence. Sound expands and it fades into silence. So you can see as your mind, if you feel that your attention is unified with sound, then there's that moment in your own rhythm when there's no sound. So maybe your mind has dissolved. You can just notice and feel that. Not effortfully, be curious. What happens? Your mind is watching sound, and the sound goes away. Then what? Maybe there's a little bit of a space there. So back to our breath. As your attention is with your breath, and then when your breath is released, there's a moment perhaps when there's no sensation of breath. So that too is a moment perhaps of a certain kind of dissolving of your attention. What does that feel like? And inhaling your attention to rest at your heart. Sound coming from there. Sound and mind united. Mind expanding with sound, dissolving with sound, perhaps. See for yourself. What is your experience? And as we began, aspiring for benefit and happiness for everyone, we also close in this way. And we'll sing our dedication and also our blessing to share the goodness of our practice. We'll read the names that you've submitted, and if there are other names that come to you, just say them aloud and dedicate your practice in this way. By this good may I swiftly once become a great guru, lead all beings, everyone, to reach to that very ground. With all of you in mind, we light this lamp of clarity. May the glow of love, wisdom shine within us, everyone, till we all rise forth born in one enlightened mandala.
So along with all beings throughout space, today we hold in mind and dedicate the merit of our practice together to Sylvia, Rolando, Nathaniel, Leah, Simon, Brandy, Whitney, Maria Louisa, Marie, our Lamas, our new home, our Sangha, all Sanghas, our broadcasters, all suffering children, Raymond Roy, and Miriam Cypress.
Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Emily, for broadcasting. Thank you, Gary, for starting it all. And have a wonderful rest of your weekend, the rest of your week. We'll continue. We have a Teaching Tuesday this Tuesday at 7. We'll also be by broadcast. Be well.
Bye-bye.